I didn't ask her to stay. Not because I didn't love her, but because I believed love should never have to be begged for. So I let her walk away. No pleading, no breakdown, no desperate last attempt to hold her back. I told myself she had already chosen freedom over us, and all I could do was respect that choice. For a while, I believed it was finished. We had spent 3 years together. Years woven with affection, late-night talks, disagreements, laughter, and the quiet reconciliations that stitched us back together after the hardest days. She wasn't perfect. Neither was I. But we worked, or at least I thought we did. Then something shifted, not in a loud explosion but slowly, quietly. Smiles became rarer. I love you turned scarce. Distance crept in. And silence filled the space until it suffocated everything. One night, she looked at me with heavy eyes and said the words I never thought I'd hear. I don't think I'm happy anymore. I asked her if there was someone else. She said no. I asked if she hated me. She said no again. She just didn't know what she wanted. And in that moment, standing before the woman I once pictured a lifetime with, I simply answered, okay. No pleading. No bargaining. Just release. Friends told me I should have fought harder, that I should have begged her to stay. But how do you convince someone to love you when they're already imagining life without you? So I didn't chase, didn't text, didn't call. I gave her the space she said she needed, even though it hollowed me out inside. For months, it felt like she'd erased herself from my world. She vanished from social media. Mutual friends never mentioned her name. It was as if she had disappeared entirely. So I forced myself to adapt. I buried myself in work, built new routines, sat in therapy sessions, did all the things people recommend when your heart is shattered. And it worked, enough to function, enough to pretend. But grief doesn't move neatly. Some nights the ache was unbearable, and I'd stare at her name in my phone, fighting the urge to call. But I never did. She had been the one to leave, and I refused to crawl back. Then came the night everything changed. A storm raged outside, rain hammering the streets. I was half watching a movie when 3 knocks echoed on my door. Expecting a delivery or a neighbor, I opened it, and froze. There she stood, soaked, trembling, hair clinging to her face, eyes red and swollen. She didn't speak, but she didn't need to. My chest understood before my mind caught up. Something had broken inside her. I stepped aside, and she entered. The silence between us was heavy, too familiar, almost like the night she left. I handed her a towel, and she took it with shaking hands. Finally, her voice cracked through the stillness. I thought leaving was the right choice. I thought space would give me clarity. I told myself I didn't love you the same anymore. But the truth is, I was afraid. She wasn't the same woman who had walked out. Something inside her had been unraveling long after she left. I tried to move on, she whispered. But everywhere I went, I saw you. I couldn't escape it. Then she reached into her pocket and pulled out a photo. Us laughing in the park on a sunny day. She held it with trembling fingers. I carry this everywhere, because I don't know how to let go. Tears poured down her face, raw and unfiltered. I didn't come here expecting you to take me back, she said. I just couldn't keep living with the silence. I needed you to know, even if it's too late. Her words hit the very place I had locked away. Deep down, I had been waiting for her to say I mattered, that she regretted walking away, that I wasn't so easily forgotten. But now that she was here, I didn't know what to do with it. Her voice shook as she continued. You were my safe place. And I ran from that. I thought chaos meant passion. I thought confusion meant growth. But all I found was emptiness. I was wrong. We sat together for a long time, no promises exchanged, no expectations demanded. Just 2 people breathing inside the ruins of what they once built. Eventually, she stood, wiped her face, and tucked the photo back into her pocket. Thank you for listening, she whispered. I didn't deserve it, but thank you. I didn't stop her. Didn't grab her hand. Didn't ask her to stay. Some things take time. Some truths need distance. But as she reached the door, I found myself saying one thing. Next time you feel lost, don't leave. Let me walk through it with you. She froze, turned slowly, lips parting as if to speak. But no words came. Only a single tear rolled down her cheek before she nodded. and then disappeared into the storm. To anyone who's ever let someone go, remember this. Love isn't always about fighting to hold on. Sometimes the truest strength is letting go with dignity, with peace, with self-worth. And if they ever come back, it isn't your duty to save them. It's only your choice, whether to listen, and whether unlocking the door again is worth your peace.